Okay, part two. We've got this part, this protective part, the hyper independent part. We've got this vulnerable, helpless, powerless part back here. Okay? This is where we are. So, a few things happen here. One is a way that this is reflected in your life as an adult is that this part has been suppressed and rejected for so long that it actually is like exacerbated. Like, imagine a child having a meltdown for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, depending on your age and when you originally had the trauma, let's say, right? Imagine this. It never gets resolved. Now, if you are a parent or if you have any understanding of, conscious parenting or child development and how kids function, you know that the difference between ignoring a kid or rejecting a kid or criticizing a kid or yelling at a kid and just sitting with them and letting them feel their feelings, validating their feelings, is a worlds apart. When we actually sit with them, we sit down with them, we get present with them, we mirror them, we validate them, we hold the space for their emotions, we let them express themselves, they'll actually move through it and come out the other side like happy and joyful and feeling really supported. And they actually become a more functional person because of it. They grow up to be a more functional person. Now, please don't come in here and argue with me about this because this is just fucking facts of human development. But hopefully anyone who's watching this will already be aware of this. So what happens when we reject, ignore, and talk shit to, actually, because that's really what most of us are doing unconsciously, not recognizing it, to this aspect of ourselves, our whole entire life, is they become super exacerbated. They become really shadowy, really big, okay? So the other piece to this that I'm going to say is, now we can talk about this on two different levels. One level is whatever is in your subconscious that you're not aware of, whatever is unresolved in your nervous system, in your body, in your being, in your psyche, in your trauma history, is the thing that you are actually going to be unconsciously drawn towards in others and in your life experiences. Now, we can also say this from a pure perspective, a more spiritual perspective. We can say what that I am calling things into my life, that things are being reflected to me in my life that reflect my issues that need to be healed and resolved within myself, whatever, right? You can word this in a lot of different ways. It's all really the same thing. So what happens in this particular scenario, hyper independence, powerlessness, neediness, all of these things, is that this part actually will become, it will reflect, it will pull in and draw you towards actually really like narcissistic kind of people who refuse to take responsibility for themselves, people who put all of their needs on others, who don't take the best interest of others to heart. And then you'll actually draw in and be attracted to really narcissistic partners, people with narcissistic tendencies as friends and partners, right? That's one of the big ways that this can play out. And it's not because this is narcissistic, it's because this needs someone to take responsibility for it. And you are hyper independent and you take responsibility for things. So you can do that, but you're actually going to end up doing it for others and then resenting them for the way they reflect as part of you. Now, again, there are many nuances to this. This is 3 minutes long, so maybe I'll make a part 3.